POC Network here with another unboxing, this time coming from the company 1MORE. And this is the SonoFlow wireless ANC headphones. Wireless, Bluetooth, and active noise canceling, using 1MORE's Quiet Max Intelligence ANC. This is the company's attempt to create an active noise canceling over-the-ear model that is both effective, yet also affordable. Because this is only $99, which is a great price point for a pair of headphones, and all at the same time, really not surprising at all coming from 1MORE, since just about every pair of headphones they've ever made is pretty much affordable. But what's nice is 1MORE likes to take it up a notch, and they try to support as much as they can. They squeeze everything they can into that price point to make sure they can compete with some of the bigger names that are out there. For example, this supports Sony's LDAC codec within its Bluetooth connection, which is currently the highest codec on the market that can be used on Bluetooth. Currently, they're working on some other things right now, but it isn't quite in the market just yet. And with that, it offers up to 990 kilobits per second and 24-bit 96 kilohertz sampling rate, which sounds pretty good on paper. And on top of that, it also offers 70 hours of playback in its battery life. That is, of course, with ANC turned off, but when you have ANC turned on, of course, that does take up a lot more power. But even with that, they're promising up to 50 hours of usage time and music listening or talking on a phone with ANC enabled. It also supports fast charging, which means you can get a pretty good boost within just a few minutes of charge. In this case, the company is promising 5 minutes of charge. That will give you up to 5 hours of usage time. So if you need it in a pinch and the battery's dead, 5 minutes is all it takes to get plenty of listening time or talk time out of these headphones. And there's 5 ANC microphones for environmental noise cancellation for when you're talking on the phone or when you're using transparency mode. So if you don't want active noise canceling going and you want to be able to listen to the environment around you, say you're walking through a safety zone or something, or you just want to listen to traffic just to be safe, you can enable transparency mode. And those 5 environmental microphones that are used to not only make your phone calls sound better, will also allow you to be able to hear the environment around you so you can safely listen to your music while also being able to walk around as if you didn't have the headphones on your head, for the most part. It also offers multi-point connectivity to different devices and 12 EQ presets, allowing you to personalize your audio using the 1MORE app. Again, all for just $99, which is a great price point for this. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna open this up, we're gonna see what it comes with and what it looks like. And then you'll go to the website later on at pocnetwork.net where we're gonna have a full review about this once we've really had some time to sit down with it. So, getting to that unboxing, the first thing you are presented with are your instructionals as well as your headphones tucked away into a nice semi-hard shell case. In those instructionals, you have a little 1MORE card that just has a barcode or a QR code on there so you can get to the website. And then you have the instructions here, which is the 1MORE SonoFlow user guide, which is just a fold-out instructional in multiple different languages, allowing you to just get a better understanding of how these headphones work, such as the more simplistic features, such as which is left, which is right, and how to rotate them around. But for the most part, you're probably not even going to use these because the app's going to walk you through most of your configuration settings anyway. And then you have the case, which looks fantastic. You have this wonderful graphite gray color theme going through it with the 1MORE logo right here on the front in black. The strap is also in black. It really does feature some good manufacturing here. I mean, this is nice and durable. Inside, you have 2 cables. You have a USB-C, thankfully, since everybody's going into the route of using USB-C as a universal cable now. So you have that for charging the headphones. You also have a 3.5 millimeter to 2.5 millimeter cable here for taking these headphones analog with in case your battery runs out or you just don't have a device that has Bluetooth, you need to connect to a wired connection. Now the 2.5 millimeter, of course, is going to be on the headphone side. 3.5 millimeter is your standard headphone jack. This will go to whatever device you're connecting it to. This one does not come with a 1/4-inch adapter, so you won't be able to directly connect this to an amplifier or anything else that takes a 1/4-inch adapter unless you buy one yourself. In most cases, these headphones typically aren't used for amplifiers anyway. They're not meant to be audiophile headphones connected to a high-end amp. These are just meant to be user-friendly on the go and efficient in noise cancellation. But in case you do need that for whatever reason, you can easily get a 3.5 millimeter to 1/4-inch adapter anywhere online for relatively cheap. So as for the headphones, they do go into a case in a specific way. You don't want to put them that way. You want to put them in just this way. And everything is kind of made quite straightforward to you, or for you. You have left, right, and the case also has left, right imprinted on the inside as well. So that way you know exactly which way to fold them and pop them back into place when you're ready to store them back into the case. But when it comes to the headphones, they are actually really nice. They look a little bit different, which is an interesting thing to see, because a lot of these headphone manufacturers, they love to copy off of each other. But this looks unique enough to say that we haven't seen this style before. It has a nice, very nice, soft cushioned headband right here at the bottom, with some pleather on the top, with the 1MORE, just the numeric logo right here on the top. And the ear pads also feature the same padding as below. So you got this real nice pleather, kind of almost vegan pleather, I'm going to use that term, vegan pleather kind of feel to them. And they're just really soft to the touch, via my fingers at least. We'll find out on the ears in just a bit. You have your typical expanding sides here, so that way you can adjust to the size of your head. There's plenty of flexibility to this, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of pressure to it, so it shouldn't feel uncomfortable. And you got swivel, and of course they fold inwards as well, but what's really cool is they kind of lock into place once you pop them out, and then they kind of pop back inwards, which is kind of interesting. And it's a simple thing sometimes. But let's see what they feel like. Oh, that actually feels fantastic. They're very light in weight. There's no pressure on the ears whatsoever. I can easily see myself listening to these for hours without any discomfort. So that's always a major winning point right there that's going to affect the score of it later on. The left side over here, we have the Usbc connection, as well as what you can tell it's one of the ANC microphones. And then of course the USB is for charging it. And I do have to point out the color tone on this is amazing. All the grays, the blacks, and then the red on the inside. It really looks modern, incredibly modern, and has a really just nice design to it. But on the right side over here, we have Quiet Max here, and the NC button here, which is going to enable NC modes on and off, and probably also switching between your transparent mode as well. And then you have your volume up and volume down buttons, as well as your 2.5 millimeter connection here that you just plug that headphone jack into, or at least the 2.5 end. And of course, again, the 3.5 goes to whatever device you're connected to. Then you have what looks like to be another microphone here, probably another microphone back here, and back here, all part of the 5 ANC microphones that are distributed throughout the headphones to give you that really nice noise cancellation of your environment when speaking on the phone and or using your transparency mode. And then you have a power button right here that's on the opposite side of that same muff. Taking a look at the instructions, we can tell what each of those buttons do in terms of multi-button functions or multi-functioning buttons. So the power button also acts as the playback for pause and playing of music. So long pressing is going to turn the headphones on, turn them off. Single pressing is going to be play pause, as well as answering or hanging up phone calls. You can also decline phone calls or trigger your voice assistant with a double click. The NC button, as mentioned, the noise cancellation button, is for ANC on, pass through, which is going to be your transparency mode, and ANC off. So you just have one level of active noise canceling with this model. And then the volume buttons also act as previous and next track when you press and hold them for 2 seconds. And of course, if you just single press them, that's going to be for volume. So that's it. It's a really simple product. Pair of headphones, cable, USB-C for charging. Really, really fantastic looking design, and incredibly comfortable pair of headphones. I mean, these are so light, and they offer so much in battery life. So this kind of, I'd say it reminds me of one of the models that Audio-Technica came out. I cannot remember the model right now. I think it started with an S, but it too was affordable, around $99. It didn't offer active noise cancellation, but it offered a superb range of sound for a $99 pair of headphones that also had an enormous amount of listening time to it. That's what this reminds me of. Of course, I haven't listened to the range yet. I do have some expectations based on our experience with 1MORE in the past, but My expectations tell me that these are probably going to sound good. One More definitely has a hard-hitting product right here. Now we just got to figure out what they sound like. So for that, you're going to want to go to POCnetwork.net because you got to give us some time since we just opened the box and haven't listened to anything just yet. So once we've really sat down and listened to these, we'll have that story published online, and we'll have the link in the description below, as well as links to where you can find this pair of headphones online. So definitely check out the description and use the comment area below if you have any questions or comments, comparisons, or anything else you'd like to share with us or everyone else. And of course, hit that subscription button as well to follow us, because we have many videos out there and many more to come. And of course, like the video if you liked it. But as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.